Well, good afternoon, Dorienne. Dorienne Rowan-Campbell. I'm pleased to be here with you today at the European Development Days. You're an organic farmer in Jamaica, and you're involved with the Jamaican Organic Agriculture Movement.
Yes,
there.
I am.
We've had some debates here at the European Development Days, and as someone who has moved from working in international cooperation to being an entrepreneur, what do you expect from the European Union to promote female entrepreneurship in agriculture?
I think when you move from international development work into something like organic agriculture, which is a new area, you're really taking with you what you learned, which is how to be an entrepreneur of ideas. And so you're shifting that into a more practical realm, which is coming straight back to your pocket in the end, which development wasn't doing in quite the same way. The EU has been a very good partner in the Caribbean. We've had CTA working with us. We've had CARIFORUM. And each time they've tried to encourage women. I think now we have the SDGs, we have far clearer goals, and we need to make the linkages between what women can bring to the table to make certain that the goals are reached. Before we tried to look at how the goals could operate on women, now I think we need to see the women as agents of that change very specifically, particularly in the agricultural sector, because it's very clear that they are, and we need to recognize that. So that would be the first kind of policy shift. It's going to take some funding, and it's going to take a different type of funding, because it can't come through major banks, which are risk averse. It has to come through, maybe it's some way of doing group support. We got some really interesting examples today. And maybe what has to happen is that one of the innovative NGOs has to be one of the partners.
The session indeed did not touch very much on the policy environment that's needed for agricultural entrepreneurship, female entrepreneurship. What do you think the policy can be that is required to promote female entrepreneurship?
You know, in the Caribbean, I think we've got complacent because we have very high rates of female participation in the labor force, in the management of civil services, less so in businesses. And because of that, we there, I don't think, see the need for real policy initiatives to encourage the women who are smallholders, who are really the backbone and the breadbasket of the country, to move forward. I think what it's going to take is to have policies that are layered, as it were. We've done a kind of one policy fits all, and women are tagged on, or the issue of gender is tagged on. I think we're going to have to unpick it, and you're going to look at what are the implications for this agricultural policy on these various levels of players. And if we do that, then you're going to get to the very small holder, and you're going to see very clearly the policy initiatives that are going to support their actions. And we're not doing that yet. And it has to be done in consultation and in dialogue with them to say, what's the best fit for you? How will this work best for you? How will this help to increase your production? It cannot be top down. Might come in a little bit sideways, but better to come from there.
One issue that was touched upon was the need for women to move up the value chain. How, in your view, do you think this could be promoted?
I think that you'd be surprised how many women have it in their minds how they can move up the value chain, They just need an opening. They just need, well, some of them are own account middle persons. They buy from everybody else and sell. But there are a lot of them who make something else out of their basic whatever it is they grow, and that's quite interesting. In fact, we have a group who's actually decided that what they want to do is to produce nutritious, good tasting foods for schools, and they have a group of them who are doing that, and that's definitely moving up the value chain. So I think it's possible, and women are innovative, they're creative.
No.
It's to give them the opportunities, maybe some training, maybe support, and to help them through the hoops. Like, you need to have your food handlers, you need to have your safety training. So those sorts of things would do it.